Good morning everyone, it is day 26, aka the last day of our journey around Scotland. It was rather wet and windy in our weird little park up last night, but around 3 o'clock it stopped being windy and wet and actually looks, well, not sunny, not wet outside. You can see a bit more of the scenery, which is quite nice. It's quite early, not even 6:30 yet, so quite early for me at least, to be up and dressed and everything. The puppies are still asleep. They are hiding under my duvet, and I'm just getting everything ready now to head off back into England. Boo! It's going to take about 4 hours from where we are to get back to North Nottinghamshire, where I am based. And I'm going to try and work out a 2-hour stopover somewhere, possibly somewhere interesting. That would be nice, rather than just a motorway services, because that would be boring. So hopefully this video isn't just this, and then that's the end of that. Yeah, I would like to have at least an interesting video at the end with a little walk or something. I also sat down and tried to think about my favourite places to visit whilst I've been here. It's really hard because I've obviously enjoyed all of it, apart from, you know, the really horrible bits, but they were instantly like overshone by really great bits. So my top 3 places to visit: Rose Isle. I would not have found out about Rose Isle if not for locals telling me, and that's one of the really important things that I want to take away from this, and I want to push on to you as well, that talk to locals while you're here, talk to everyone, be really friendly and open, and you know, try and make friends. I'm not very good at making friends, I'm not great at small talk, but on this holiday I really forced myself to smile at people and to start conversations, and because I did, I found out loads of really cool stuff. I got, you know, told the best places to park, and I got told, you know, cool places to visit, and Rose Isle was definitely one of them. It's so beautiful. The sea was very cold, but I got to go for a sea swim, which was lovely. The park itself is beautiful. Had I sort of known about it more in advance, I might have prepared something to bring with me to take there, like, you know, you could take barbecues there, and I didn't bring any fire pits or any barbecues or anything like that because I was saving space, but you know, maybe if I'd known that this place existed, then I could have gone, oh okay, well I'll bring something especially for that. And you could spend all day there. There's forests, so you can walk through the forest, there's the beach area, there's the sea, it was just, yeah, glorious. So do go to it. Number 2 was Balloch. As a small town, I thought it was very quaint, very pretty, right near Loch Lomond, but not like, you know, in the traffic of Loch Lomond. Beautiful country park, free parking, just massive places for your dogs to run around in, if you've got kids to run around in, big walks, just really very stunning little town just on the loch. Highly recommend Balloch. I wouldn't have found Balloch without that book that Zelda ate after I used it, which I'm going to have to replace. But yeah, that new OS Short Walks map book that I bought suggested Balloch, and I wouldn't have bothered to go to it if I hadn't had that book and had a look through and gone, okay, what's near me where I can go to that has a short walk in it. And so yeah, that's another thing, you know, while I think it's important that you do some research before you go on a trip like this and get an idea of some of the places that you want to see, like, be flexible and be open to changing your plans and making plans on the fly. Something that I'm not very good at. I'm very much I like to know everything that I'm doing all the time, plan everything out in advance. You know, this trip has made me be more flexible and made me think, okay, well, I can't do that because the weather, or you know, the fact that I'm just super tired, I haven't slept properly, or it's not going to be suitable for 2 puppies as well as a dog. And it's made me be more flexible and have to look at things like on the fly. And so Balak was one of my on the fly visits, and I really loved the place. I thought it was beautiful and close enough like to the borders that like possibly somewhere I could live. Maybe. I haven't looked at house prices, they're probably disgustingly expensive. And number 3 would be the Red Squirrel campsite in Glencoe. Well, not technically it's a place, it was a lovely base in order to go and do some fell walking, short hikes without fells, a nice pub area, and the campsite itself was just gorgeous. It was like exactly what I needed after that trip down at Glenative, where I got it stuck in the ditch. I needed somewhere very chill and relaxed, and it was exactly what I needed when I needed it. Really, I love the feel of it, that it was sort of this more wild with consent type of place. You know, it had a bit more soul to it. Every area that they blocked out, like, so the tents could go anywhere, but like with the little camper vans, it was like the little place to park your van, and then it had a little gardeny area for you, with a built-in fire pit. You know, they let you have fires there. You just had to use the pits that they provided, and I think had I been there with other people, it would have been a really nice place to have a fire going at night and sit out and talk, but because I was there on my own, a fire pit for me, it's a lot of work for one person to just sit and stare at the fire with no one to talk to. So I didn't use it, but if I was going to come again with other people, I would definitely stay at the Red Squirrel campsite again, because it felt like the type of place where you'd have that sort of friendships being made and late night talking, but all within like the security of a campsite. And I really enjoyed that. Everyone seemed very friendly. Everyone was there for the same sort of reasons, and there's a river nearby, so people could go off on boats, and you could go swimming, and the fact that the sun came out then as well was it was perfect, and I highly recommend the Red Squirrel campsite. So what is next on my big adventures? Yes, I have the big adventure bug. Obviously I'm still going to be doing lots of smaller hikes and things in the Peak Districts mainly, because that's where I am, but maybe try and do some weekends away a little bit further afield. I'm going to be doing more and more hikes and things like that as normal, but I'm also going to be planning my next trip back here to Scotland, because Scotland is beautiful. I'd like to do some island hopping. One thing that this trip has taught me is that Jez is not big enough. She's fine at the moment with 2 puppies, but like for longer trips I do need something just a little bit bigger. Like when you get stuck and it's windy and raining, you can't go outside, there's like no space to move in here. You just get cabin fever and everything is wet and cold and miserable. So that's going to be my next plan that I'm going to be researching. It might be around like April next year. We'll have to have a look, and I'll have to start planning, but that's my next big adventure. Sorry, my nose is very itchy this morning. I'd also like to go over to Ireland and do some driving around there, because again, very beautiful landscapes and things. So that will be another one on my list, maybe for the end of next year, sort of mid-end September, maybe just after my birthday, again a couple of weeks over there again. They might be my big holidays next year. I really hope that you have enjoyed all of the stuff that we've been getting up to in Scotland. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of mini series, and I know that it's not a super polished series, you know. It's more of a vlog style, very much more in tone with me and my slightly chaotic life, but I'm trying to give an honest and unabridged version of my travels solo in Scotland. So I hope that you have enjoyed this mini series with me, and that you continue watching my videos after this series finishes. Obviously today I'm going to be driving home, but I will try and stop and give you somewhere pretty before we finish, so that it's not just me talking at you all of this time. And yeah, thank you very much for coming along with me. Thank you very much for your comments and everything on my both my posts and the videos, and also like on my Instagram and things. I really appreciate it, and I really love talking to you about Scotland. And if you have any questions about the trip, anything that you would like to know that maybe I haven't mentioned, do let me know, and I will answer your questions in the comments. And yeah, but I want to say as well, look, I managed, at the beginning I said I was going to keep up with this, and I've done every day. I've written down where we parked, and every day I also took a little Polaroid sticker shot of my view that evening, so where I was parked up, and then written a bit about the park up and about the day. So I have also kept like a little journal for the whole time, which is, if anyone knows me, shocking, because I'm not very good at keeping up with these things. I kept up with the video journal, and I kept up with my paper journal every day. Go me. We're at the halfway mark, and we've stopped off at Staveley Nature Reserve. It's about 2 hours from where we were, and we're 2 hours till we get home. I thought, oh, a nature reserve, that'd be good. I could take them off lead, let them run, but no, there's signs everywhere saying dogs must be kept on leads at all times. My plan to let them burn off energy has been foiled. So instead, they're all running and tangling each other up, and stressful when they haven't got time to run off lead. But yeah, made it halfway. It was raining, it's still pretty grey, but yeah, we're just gonna do like a 20-minute walk, get them, just a bit of stretch the legs, stretch my legs, stretch my back's starting to hurt. Motorway driving, I don't know about you, but driving just on motorways, just all my neck muscles and my shoulder muscles always tense up. It's not pleasant driving, and it's just been motorways the whole time, and it'll be motorways for the next 2 hours as well. So yeah, we're just gonna have a quick 20 minutes, stretch our legs. Everyone's had breakfast now. I didn't have breakfast before we left, so everyone's breakfasted, and we're just gonna take a little walk through Staveley Nature Reserve, and then back on the road.